Hey, what's happening, everybody? I hope you're well. It's Brian. Thanks for being here. So, I started this YouTube channel like 30 days ago, a little over 30 days. It hasn't been too long. Main reason I started it is so you don't make some of the same mistakes that I did in career and life. I have been lucky enough to have financial success twice in my life. But the first time it was completely unaligned, not purpose-driven success. And then I had to go back and start from scratch and really get to know who I was and pursue a different path. And that's what I want for you. I do not want you to make the same mistakes that I did. So I've decided to put on a collared shirt so I look nice, get on the internet and tell you, do not mess up like I did. So I'll give you the brief story of me. I got out of college, and after trying to get in the military, I had no idea what I was gonna do. I couldn't get in the military because of bad eyesight. And so I started to focus on finance jobs because I had a finance degree. But I literally had no idea. That was the extent of like how I searched for things. I'm like, well, I guess it's time to get a job now because I'm out of college, right? So long story short, I ended up building a pretty successful career in banking over a few years. I ended up going back to grad school and getting even a more prestigious banking job where I made more money than I knew what to do with. I mean, a crazy amount of money, right? But I wasn't happy. This is why you hear about wealthy people, people that win the lottery, high net worth people that are just depressed, right? It's because if you're not tied to your purpose in life, no amount of money is going to make you happy. You think it will. When you're in a financial situation that's tougher, you think it will. But once you get past being able to live relatively comfortably, if you're not on your purpose, everything will be wrong for you. Trust me, I've been there. And there's two real dangers. Like I call them like the black holes of making good money but not being on your purpose. There's two of them. One is that you establish a lifestyle for yourself that requires that same amount of money to sustain, then you're trapped. And the second one is you just do like I did. I didn't, create this crazy lifestyle, but I just spent my money on stupid stuff like food and alcohol and partying and just stuff that's trying to fill this void. I'd have a couple hours of excitement to fill this void of this job that I didn't like, right? So this is what happens if you're not on purpose but have financial success. It's empty. Don't do what I did, trust me. What you want to do is take some time to go internal and know who you are. Most people never take enough time to simply sit quietly, meditate, whatever's right for you, and just, who am I as a person and what would be the most exciting path for me that I could do? Start with your purpose. We have it backwards. We chase all these things and this idea of comfort, safety, and happiness that money will supply to us. Why don't we start with happiness and fulfillment and see what happens from there? That's the true way to generate all the success you've ever wanted. Monetary success and that deeper level of fulfillment. It's what I ended up doing. 7 years ago, I started my own company. 3 years of really hard work, started to finally make money, and then 7 years into it, back to a place of I can do anything I want financially. That's where you want to be. So go internal, know who you are, and start with your purpose first. Do not trap yourself in a monetary place that you cannot get out of. And you only need 3 things to have this purpose-driven lifestyle bring you all the success you've ever wanted in the absolute right places. Here's the 3 things. You pursue your passion, what you're truly excited about. 2, you're committed to it with consistency. You put in the daily effort. So when I started my company, I had a minimum goal where I was going to make 30 calls a day, and I just didn't miss on it. I made 30 calls a day trying to build my business. And the last piece of it is I'm going to ask you to be courageous. You have to be more courageous to take risks in areas that you're uncomfortable with. It's natural for you to be uncomfortable with new things that you're doing, chasing your passion, stuff that's outside of things that you've done. So things like building your communication skills, talking to people that are already advanced in the career you want, learning new things. You got to be courageous in those areas. But that's it. That's the formula. It's 3 things. Chase what you're passionate about, do it with consistency, and have less fear. Get over your fear about learning new things, approaching new people, hang around the best people that are doing this thing. And that's it. If you drive yourself from that place of purpose and passion, you'll have everything you'll ever want. You'll have the money and financial success, you'll have the security, but more importantly, way more importantly, trust me, I've done both. You know it by now. You'll have that deeper level of fulfillment. You'll want to get up in the morning. You'll want to put the work in. You'll want to keep chasing your dreams. You'll want to take more risk. It's an amazing place to be. So I wish you the best, and if you want to hear more stories about how I screwed up so you don't have to, subscribe to my channel, like, all that stuff. I really appreciate you being here. It's great to meet you. It's Brian signing out. We'll talk soon.